Hi, APT fam. Hope you all are doing well. Wanted to go live today. Wanted to go live because I miss you guys. I miss all the APT family. Hope you all doing well. Staying safe. Hi, South 410. Joining. Welcome. Doing time with Big Weavy. There he is. What's up, bro? As you can see, you've got that wrench there. Wrench there, by your name again. I'm Big Steve. I'm fucking glad we cleared everything up, brother. I'm so glad. You got bad signal. It's all right, brother. Don't stress, okay? It's all good, brother. Do you game at all? No, I'm not a gamer, brother. I'm not. This is a prison YouTube channel, brother. Um, welcome, bro. You're welcome here. Yeah, I'm too, bro. I'm glad we fixed it too, Big Steve. That was. I understand. South 410. No, I don't game, brother. I don't game. I used to, but years ago, brother. You know what I mean? But, welcome to Aussie Prison Talk. Brother, here at Aussie Prison Talk, we are a family. We are a family, okay? This is not my channel, okay? So I just want to welcome you. I just welcome you over here. Big Steve, respect to you. Respect to you too, bro. I'm glad we sorted that shit out, bro. I mean, that fucking cunt in Canada, I mean, he's got no fucking right doing that. I mean, he's got no right fucking doing that shit and saying that shit about someone that you don't even know. I mean, that's just ridiculous, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's move on. Let's move on and continue doing what we've been doing here, all right? And you've got that wrench back, bro. You got that wrench back, so um, my feelings were a little hurt, not by you, by the situation, but we are past that. Yeah, I know how you feel, Big Steve. I know how you feel, brother. I know. I understand, 100%, okay? Don't worry, it's all good. Okay? Your family, and not only are your family, but you're a really, really good friend of mine, okay? Nothing will ever change that, brother. So don't get that, okay? I just wanted to go live today because I was going to upload a video about when I was on the run. When I was on the run, for armed robbery. Enjoyed your videos, enjoyed the content. Thank you. Thank you, South 410. I appreciate that, brother. Much respect. Much respect. To give you, South 410, to give you a bit of a understanding about me. Yep, how's everything going? The wrench back. Not a problem, brother. Not a problem, bro. Everything's going alright here, bro. Everything's going alright. I'm just kicking back inside because it's a bloody wet, rainy day outside. So I'm just kicking back, relaxing. Just wanted to do this live, you know what I mean, to tell the story about when I was on the run. Of uploading a video, I thought I'd do it this way on the live. And South 410, just like I was saying before, to give you a bit about me, brother. Who I am and where I've been, because I know you've only watched a few of the videos, but I'm sure you'll watch more of them. I spent 17 and a half years of my life in and out of prison. In and out of prison, for armed robbery, drug dealing, car stealing, etc., etc. You know what I mean? And I've been out of prison and clean from heroin for 8 years now, brother. I used heroin for 12 years, every day, so that's a bit of a rundown about me, bro. So, Big Steve, I know you were in the hospital, bro. I know you were in the hospital. I think there was something going on with your heart or something like that. I hope you're out of hospital, bro. I hope you're out of hospital, and I hope you're at home and you're recovering. You know, just rest. Just get a lot of. Okay, don't stress about nothing. Don't stress about nothing. Everything's all good. Okay. And what I'm going to do, brother, as soon as I can, I want to bring you onto my channel. Okay, I want to bring you onto my channel. You know, it's because I mean the APT fam already knows you, bro, but they don't know you, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So as soon as I can, I'm going to bring you up. And so I'll just wait for a few more people to get up before I get cracking with this story about me being on the run. How's everything going? South 410? Doing time with Big Weezy. South 410 is he's new to our channel, brother. So please welcome him. Please welcome him open arms. Adam's A1 man. Is there anyone on here who expected you? My buddy. 6 and stay awake. It's solid too. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Big Steve. I really appreciate. That's fucking nice of you to say, brother. I feel the same way about you. You know what I mean? And don't worry, bro. I'm the same. You should know how I am by now. You know, when I love and care for someone, I'll have their back all day long. I'll do it tonight if I had the chance. Okay, cool. Awesome. That's cool, brother. That's cool. I just, you just can't, I mean, I was on, Big Steve, you know, Let's Talk About It, YouTube channel, Let's Talk About It. I jumped onto his live. I jumped into his live last night. I joined him in his live, you know, and he was saying to me, bro, he said, look, you know, us YouTubers, you know, every now and again we're going to get some fucking idiot, you know, we're going to get an idiot saying bullshit shit about us, you know what I mean? And just don't worry about it. Just block them and move on. Welcome to the fam. That's what's up, Big Steve. South 410, as you can see there, doing time with Big Weezy. South 10, he's got a YouTube channel. Doing time with Big Weezy. His name's Big Steve. He's got a YouTube channel. He's like only new. You know, he's only new, but he's just, you know, he's starting along and he's doing really well. He's got some good content. He's got some good dope fire content. And he's a really, really good dude. I'm just sitting here waiting on your story, and I figure out how to get my Twitch up and going. I got a story about a dipshit for you. Oh, really, bro? Okay. That sounds interesting. Alright, South, I'll call you South. My bad, brother. I'll call you South. I'm just South, I'm just waiting for a few more people to get in. I'll give it another minute. I'll give it almost another minute. If no one else jumps in, I'll get straight into the story because I don't want to keep you guys waiting. There's 3 people in here. There's Big Weezy, doing time Big Weezy, South, and someone else. I don't know who else is in here. But South, like I was just saying, Doing Time with Big Weezy has a YouTube channel. Go and check him out. Go and check out Doing Time with Big Weezy, South. You know, he's a good guy. I'll tell you now. Yeah, tell me now, bro, because you got me in suspense. I'm fucking sitting here thinking about it. Yeah, go and check him out, South. Go and check out Doing Time with Big Weezy. You know, he's got good fucking content, and most importantly, he's a good man. You know, Big Steve from Doing Time with Big Weezy. He's a really, really good man. He's a stand-up man, and he'll go to town. He'll go to town for you every single time. You know, that's the kind of guy he is. He's a really good man. Stand-up, loyal man. There's not many loyal people around these days, you know. And Doing Time with Big Weezy, he's one of them. You know what I mean? Alright. Look, I'm not going to keep you waiting anymore. I don't know who else is in here. There's Doing Time with Big Weezy, South, and there's someone else in here, but they're hiding. They're hiding and they're not letting me know who they are. if they're one of his subscribers, well, they're not welcome here. Okay, well, let's get into the story. Now, yeah, quickly tell me now, doing time with you, Big Steve, tell me now, brother, before I get into this story. I'm about to get into this story of when I was on the run. Actually, let's just get cracking. Let's get cracking. And now, what I'm going to be speaking on today, right, guys? This is when I was on the run. This is when I was on the run in, what year was it? It was in 1998. It was in 1998, and I committed an armed robbery. I committed an armed robbery in a bottle shop. I went into a bottle shop and I robbed the bottle shop. Now, every time that I committed an armed robbery, there was only, like, I used to use a knife every single time. There was only once that I used a handgun for for the armed robberies that I used to do. And now this one occasion, this day when I've gone into this bottle shop and fucking, held up this bottle shop, and I robbed him. I robbed the bottle shop, and I think I got something like $4,500. It wasn't much money, and plus a whole heap of alcohol. Thanks, South. Plus a whole heap of alcohol, about $4 grand and a whole heap of alcohol, and and what happened was, it was my fault, right? Now, how I got brought undone, it was my fault. Yeah, tell him, brother, tell him to go and fuck himself. If you have to, just block him from your channel, bro. He's a goose. Don't worry about the cunt. He's a fucking idiot. And so what happened was, and because I had around the corner from where this bottle shop was, because there was like an alleyway around the corner from where this bottle shop was, and I had a stolen car. I had a stolen car parked there, ready to go, right? So what I've done, after I've fucking robbed the bottle shop, I've ran out of there and I've fucking bolted around the corner, jumped into the fucking stolen car and took off, right? Look at that, welcome. Your biggest fans. Yeah, I know, right, South? You're right about that, South. Then talk shit about me being fat. Yeah, don't worry about it. See what I mean? See what I mean? Doing time with Big Weavy. People show their true colours, bro. Fuck the cunt. Don't worry about him. You know who you are and who you're not. Fuck the cunt. You know? But yeah, and what happened was, I jumped in the stolen car and I took off, right? I fucking took off, and I didn't see the stop sign, right? There was a fucking stop sign, and I didn't see it, right? Because my adrenaline's pumping, right? My adrenaline's fucking pumping, and I'm just looking straight ahead, right, and flooring it, because I'm just trying to get out of the area, right? And I've gone straight through this fucking stop sign, and then after I've gone through the stop sign, gone around the corner, right, there was this fucking car following me, right, and it was an unmarked cop car. It was an unmarked cop car. I knew straight away, so I floored it, and I took off, and the cop chased me, and fucking, I got away, right? I ended up getting away, because I took a shortcut through this fucking paddock. And went through the fucking bush, and I lost him, right? Lost the copper, and fucking, I took off, right? Now, this armed robbery happened here in Sydney, Australia, and so what's happened was, right, I've ditched the fucking car, and I've taken off, and then, I've gone probably a couple of hours away. I hitchhiked a couple of hours away, and then end up stealing another car, right? I stole another car, and I pissed off to Queensland, right, which is another state. Queensland is another state. And I got the stolen car, and I drove all the way up to fucking Queensland. And on the way up to Queensland, right, I was doing burglaries. On the way up to Queensland, and I was stopping off at these fucking houses, because these houses, like, was out in the middle of nowhere, like farmhouses and shit, right? And I'll be right back. You're right, brother. It's all good, bro. It's all good, Big Steve. No worries, bro. like these farmhouses in the middle of nowhere, right? And I burglarised these houses on the way up to Queensland, because I was trying to get some more shit, and get some more money, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to need fucking a lot of cash being on the run, you know what I mean? So I've gone in this one house that I broke into, and I went into the fucking bedroom, right? Luckily they weren't home. Thank fuck, because I don't know what would have happened if they were home. You know what I mean? It would have been all bad. I mean, I wouldn't have hurt them. I wouldn't have hurt them because, I'm just not going to hurt someone, because I broke in their house and I'm not going to fucking hurt them. I just would have took off out of there. Thanks, South. Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. And, I've gone in the bedroom, right? And you know them, I don't know if you know, like, what I'm talking about, but they got these dressing tables. It was like a dressing table, right? And and I've gone through the drawers in this dressing table, and then I remembered the bottom left drawer. The bottom left fucking drawer, right, there was this little box. There was this little box, you know what I mean? It wasn't very big, and I picked it up, and it felt like, a bit heavy, it had a bit of weight in it, right? And so I opened it up, and guess what was in there? A wad of $100 notes. It was like, that thick of fucking $100 notes. This fucking, and I looked at it, and my eyes popped out of my head, and I'm going, fucking yeah. Right, so I grabbed it and I put it down my pants, and then and I was going through the fucking jewelry, and I got this nice fucking gold necklace. Ended up getting that in the cash, and I fucked off. And I went up to Queensland, and I fucking seen some people up in Queensland that I knew, got some drugs, fucking checked into this hotel, for a week and just partied. I stayed in this hotel and partied, you know what I mean? I had a lot of people that I knew, from up in Queensland. They come over and joined me, and, we fucking partied on. We had lots of nice women there, you know what I mean? And after that week of me being in that hotel, it was time to fucking move, right? It was time to move. So fucking I ended up going and stealing another car. I stole another car and I fucked off to Melbourne, right? This is another state in Australia. And Queensland is about 8 hours drive. Queensland is an 8 hour drive, right? From Sydney to Queensland, it's an 8 hour drive. And from Queensland to Melbourne, it took me, because I wasn't speeding, because I fucking had to be careful because I was in a stolen car and on the run. That took me about 9 hours, fam. It took me about 9 hours to drive from Queensland to Melbourne. and I got down to Melbourne, and I didn't do nothing on the way. I'm glad I caught you. Hey, how are you, Sean? Thanks for joining, my man. South. Federal Prison Talk. Sean, he's another one of my good friends. Go and check his channel out, bro. He done time in the feds. He's a good, solid man. Go and check him out. Sean, I'm just talking about the time when I was on the run. Just talking about the time I was on the run. If you run it like forward a bit, you'll be able to catch up. Now, so I'm in Melbourne, right? I've drove from fucking Queensland to Melbourne in a stolen car after me being on the run. Adam, I see you threw me a wrench. You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome, Sean. You're one of my brothers, and I wanted to give you a wrench, and to show my appreciation for everything you've done for me. So, that's my little gift from me to you, brother. You're welcome. So I'm in fucking Melbourne, right? And I didn't do no crime. I didn't do no crime in Melbourne because I didn't need to, because I had a lot of cash and I had a lot of drugs on me, right? And I was in Melbourne for 3 days, and just to rest up, you know what I mean? Just to rest up and fucking, recuperate. And then I fucking got rid of the stolen car that I had, and then I stole another car, right? I stole another car, and and by this stage, I'm on the run for about 2 weeks. I'm on the run for about 2 weeks. I'll give you a wrench too. Sorry to interrupt your story. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Sean. No, it's okay, bro. Don't be sorry. And so, I'm in Melbourne, right? This is like 2 weeks. I'm on the run. I've been on the run for 2 weeks at this stage, okay? And so I get this stolen car, and I fuck off. Hey, how are you, Brooklyn Ed? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Big ups to you too. I'm just talking about the time when I was on the run. You know, if you run it forward, and you'll be able to catch up. So yeah, I'm on the run for 2 weeks at this stage, alright, APT fam. I steal another car in Melbourne, right? I steal another car from Melbourne, and I leave that state, and I drive across the country from Melbourne to South Australia, right? And that took me like 2 days, fam. APT fam. It took me 2 days to drive from Melbourne across to fucking South Australia. Okay? And that's a long, long way. South Australia is a long way, from any state. Sydney, Queensland, Melbourne, it's far away, it's right next door to Western Australia on the other side of Australia. And so I've gone over there to Adelaide, and guess what happened, fam? This is what brought me undone, right? This is how I got fucking busted. Now, oh my god. I get into Adelaide, right? I get into fucking Adelaide, and by this stage, like, I mean, I haven't slept too good. I've been partying, I'm on drugs, like, fuck me then. I was wasted, absolutely wasted. You've been to Perth, have you, South? Okay, cool, bro. I've never been to Perth itself, Western Australia. I would like to go there one day, but I've been to South Australia, and like I was in Adelaide, just out of the CBD a little bit, and you see what happened was I broke into this fucking house, right? I broke into this fucking house. Now, just my luck, APT fan. The house that I happened to pick was a copper's house. This house belonged to a copper, right? And I got out of Rikers. Just got out of Rikers. Oh, Brooklyn. You just got out of Rikers? Fuck, bro. I've been wondering where you were. I haven't seen you in a while, Brooklyn. It's none of my business what happened, bro, but fuck, I'm glad you're out. I'm glad you're out. You know what I mean? Just stay safe and look after yourself, brother. Just run this forward a bit, and you'll catch up to what I'm saying in this story. So, yeah, this house that I ended up breaking into happened to be a copper's house. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? And fucking, just my luck, I mean, I've always had bad luck, so I ended up burglarising his fucking house, which was a copper's house. And what the cheeky cunt did, this copper, right, in his wardrobe, he had this little fucking camera set up in his wardrobe, and he had this little fucking hole in the fucking door of the fucking wardrobe, right? And like, I mean, who pays attention to a wardrobe when you break into a house? Who the fuck pays attention to the wardrobe? You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I'm searching, see what I can get, So, yeah, I'm on camera. He's filming, right? I'm on camera. They're filming me going around his bedroom, fucking putting out drawers, fucking searching this and searching that, taking this and taking that, and I ended up, and I saw some photos of it. I saw some photos, of him, but of this copper, but I didn't see no photos of him in uniform. Because trust me, APT fam, if I fucking saw a photo, with this copper in uniform, I would have legged it. I would have legged it and got out of the house quick smart. You know what I mean? Fucking crazy. So I ended up getting like, I found a couple $100, and some gold rings, and I got that, and I fucked off, right? And I'm in the CBD, right? I'm in the CBD of Adelaide, and I ended up fucking like meeting up with this dude. I was put in contact with this dude. Fucking, my people here in Sydney, they knew him. They knew this dude, and they set me up with him, so I can get some heroin. So I can get some heroin and get rid of these fucking, the rings and the necklace and shit that I had. And I ended up getting the gear, got some heroin, I got some coke, I got some pot, and I fucked off, right? I fucked off, and then what happened was, here I am, I'm walking down the street, right? I'm walking down the fucking street, and this is in the CBD of fucking Adelaide, you know. And I'm walking down, and then by the corner of my eye, I see something, right? And I turned my head slightly, and I'm looking, and there was this fucking car, slowly driving down, right, watching me, driving really slowly next to me, and he was watching me. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck, they're coppers. They know who I am, You know, what should I do? Should I run? Should I run or fucking play it cool, right, and just see what happens? So I started to walk a bit faster, right? I started to walk a bit faster, and then this car fucking sped up a bit, right? This car fucking sped up a bit, and I'm thinking, yeah, no, fuck this, they're coppers, I'm out of here. And then, boom, I legged it, right? And then as soon as I legged it and I started running, right, and that's when they pulled the fucking light out, put the light on the roof, you know what I mean, and fucking put the siren on, and then fucking the chase was on, right, the fucking chase was on, and I'm running, and I don't know Adelaide, I don't know Adelaide at all, this is my first time being there, you know what I mean, so I don't know where to go, what to do, so I'm just running down these fucking streets, I'm jumping over these fences, I'm jumping over all these fences, right? And then I ended up in this fucking area. It was like a little fucking tiny area with just like a few houses, right? So I'm jumping over the fucking fence, right? And I was going to get underneath the house and hide underneath the house. And I thought, no, I better not do that, right? So I took off over the fence. And just over the fence, there was a St. Vincent de Paul. St. Vincent de Paul shop. And just beside that, there was one of them donation clothing bins. So I thought, well, fuck, I'm jumping in there, right? So I fucking managed to get in there, and I'm fucking hiding in there, right? And I put all the clothes and shit on top of me, right? And I could hear the cops outside, I could hear the sirens, I could hear the helicopter. Helicopter was up there going searching for me, cops on the ground searching, and I could hear the cops walking around there and talking, and fucking, I could hear this one copper saying, where is that fucking bastard? He's a quick little bastard. And I'm thinking, quick little bastard, there's nothing little about me. Alright? This is what I'm thinking to myself. And then what I did, fam, because I had some heroin, right? Some heroin and some pot on me, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I'm just about to get to that Brooklyn. And then I'm in there, right? I'm in the clothing bin, right? And I've got the fucking heroin, I've got the pot, right? And so what I did, I opened it up. Hey, welcome back, brother. I opened it up, right? And I put the pot in with the heroin. And then I put it up the safe, right? I put it up the safe. Right? I put it up my backside. And then all of a sudden, this copper comes over and he starts kicking the clothing bin. He starts kicking the clothing bin, right? And I'm thinking, oh, fuck. So what ends up happening was, all of a sudden it went quiet. It went quiet. I couldn't hear no helicopters or nothing, right? And then all of a sudden, bang, they've got a fucking crowbar. They went and got a crowbar. And they forced open the fucking door of the clothing bin, right? And by this stage, it's like you can't see me because I had the clothes, all the clothes. I was buried underneath all the clothes, and they forced the door open with a fucking crowbar, right? And then he's pulled some of the fucking clothes out with the crowbar. He's got the crowbar and he's getting some clothes out, and then there I am, right? Bang, there I am, for the world to see, and they fucking pulled their guns out. They pulled their guns out, right? Get your hands up, get your hands up, get on the ground, get on the ground. Right? And so fuck me dead. So they fucking, I'm getting out of there. You're back, brother. I'm glad you're back, right? So, yeah. So, I'm half hanging out of the clothing bin, right? I'm half hanging out of the clothing bin. Half of my body's out of the clothing bin. Half of it in the fucking clothing bin. It's all good. It's all good, Big Steve. And so, yeah, half of my body's out on the fucking ground. Half of it's my legs are still in the fucking clothing. This fucking arsehole copper, because he got these coppers standing around me, and they got the fucking guns pointed at me. Got the guns pointed at me, and this fucking cop comes over, put his knee right in the back of my fucking head, right? And he ends up burying me fucking nose and my forehead into the ground and cut me open. right? And he cut me open, and then fucking hell, I got arrested, right? And they dragged me out of there, dragged me out of the fucking clothing bin, you know, and they didn't handcuff me, they didn't put the bracelets on me, they put the zip ties, right? They put them zip ties on me, and fucking real tight, you know, real fucking tight. You could see blood and shit coming out. That's how fucking tight they were. And so I ended up getting arrested, and then I got taken back to the cop shop in fucking Adelaide police station, right? And I'd get taken back there to the fucking police station, you know what I mean? And because they were asking me who I was, you know, and I was sitting there saying no comment, no comment. You know, that's what I always did. You know, every time I got arrested, I always sat there and said no comment, no comment, no comment. And the other thing that I said, you know, if I, you know, said something else besides no comment, it's always, I want a lawyer. You know, I want a lawyer. So yeah, they fucking asked me who it was. I'm just sitting there, no comment, no comment. And then I'm like, I want a lawyer. And then he takes me out, right? Yeah, I know, bro. You can say that again. You can say that again, Brooklyn. Just invited me, please subscribe. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, bro. And so yeah, what happened? Hey Matthew, welcome to my channel, brother. When else it said it's your job to find it, who are you? Yeah, well, I know, hey, bro. You know, and fucking, so what happened was, right, and I asked for a lawyer, and this fucking legal aid lawyer comes over, right? Just got out of the hospital. Yeah, I hope you're getting well, bro. You know, and the lawyer comes and talks to me and that, and they've gone, look, they want to fingerprint you. They want to fingerprint you to see who you are, to find out who you are, right? And he goes, and this lawyer goes to me, you might as well just tell them. You might as well just tell them that fucking who you are, and you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck off. I'm not telling them shit, you know? That's their fucking job, you know what I mean? They can fucking, that's what they get paid to do. Not fucking, it's not my job. And I'm not fucking bringing myself undone. So, you know, they ended up fingerprinting me. Fingerprinted me, found out who I was, found out that I was on the run, and that I'm a fugitive from the law, and that, you know, I was wanted here in Sydney, Australia for fucking armed robbery. You know what I mean? And so I ended up getting charged. You know, they found out who I was because of fingerprints, and then I got charged. You know what I mean? I got fucking charged with the make them earn the paycheck. Catch me if you can. The gingerbread man. That's funny, South. I like that, brother. That's fucking funny. That's one right, Adam. Just keeping the check going. No, it's all good. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Big Steve. It's worse for your heart. Yeah, you guys, you can talk amongst yourselves. That's fine. Yeah, so, you know, they found out who I was, you know, and fucking, and you know, they got me. I was caught, you know what I mean? I was done for. I knew that, you know. And so what happened was, you know, I went to court. I faced Adelaide fucking magistrates court the next day, and they said to me, you know, they asked my lawyer if you want to fight this extradition. Do you want to fight this extradition to Queensland, to Sydney, back to Sydney? And, you know, and I, because my lawyer asked me what I want to do, and I said, look, I don't want to be stuck here in Adelaide. I don't want to be stuck here in prison in Adelaide because I don't know Adelaide. I've never done time here. You know, just get me back home to Sydney, you know. So my lawyer said to the magistrate, Your Honour, my client does not wish to fight the extradition back to Sydney. Go ahead, you know, with the extradition, and I had to sign some papers and shit. And so about a week later, you know, they kept me in the fucking shop, in Adelaide cop shop, and a week later, you know, fucking, they came down to the cells, and this was like about 7 o'clock in the morning, and they've gone, look, you know, some cops from Sydney, some cops from fucking Sydney. Bro, we are all crazy as fuck. That's funny. Yeah. Jack Daniels. How are you, Jack Daniels? I'm surprised to see you here, bro, because you're one of his people. That fucking idiot from Canadian Jail War Stories. I'm surprised to see you still here, Jack Daniels. And so what happened was, the cops from Sydney, some detectives from Armed Robbery Squad, some coppers from Armed Robbery Squad, flew over to Adelaide to fucking pick me up, right? Yeah, I understand, Jack Daniels. So I ended up, when you get a chance at him, yeah, I know he has. He's been talking shit about me, Angie, doing time with fucking Big Weevy. He's been talking shit about him. You know what I mean? Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. He's a wannabe. He can go and fuck himself. Um, so I ended up getting extradited. You know, they handed me over to the detective from Armed Robbery Squad, and they brought me. Flew me back to Sydney, APT fam. And fuck me dead. Didn't I get fucking that went off his fucking head at me, because I used, and all he was more worried about that I cost the state a lot of money by fucking, being on the run, and I'm like, well, that's not my fucking problem. That's what you cunts get paid for. What are you fucking going off at me for? You know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever, Jack Daniels. Bro, look, I'm I'm over that piece of shit, right? I'm over that piece of shit. He's just a fucking gronk. He's a gronk. You know what I mean? He doesn't know me and who I am. He can go and fuck himself. I don't give a fuck about him. All I can say is lucky he's not in Australia. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's right. It's right. It's right, Sean. Don't worry, brother. I'm just fucking over that cunt. I was having fun with you guys though. And so what happened was, I got, extradited, brought back to Sydney, and that was the time, when I got fucking 4.5 years, and I ended up getting, right, 8.5 years, right, I got a maximum of 8.5 years, and I got a non-parole period of 4.5 years, but, I could have been out. I could have been out in 2.5 years, but because I kept on getting in trouble in prison, kept on getting fucking into fights and, getting caught with drugs and, getting tattoos done, that just fucking increased my time. I was there for longer. What's a non-parole? Okay, Sean, I'll clarify what I mean. A non-parole period, right? That's what they say. That's what they say here, okay? So, and how they work it is, right? Like you get a maximum, you always get a maximum sentence and a minimum sentence. Drugs in Australia are expensive as fuck. Yeah, you can say that again. I haven't been in the game for a long time, bro, but it is too expensive. But what they do, they give you a maximum, right, and a minimum, and what a non-parole period is, right? Like for example, like I said, like I got 4.5 years. Okay, now I could have been out on parole, right? I could have been out on parole in 2.5 years, but because I fucked up, I was in there for a lot longer. Okay, now the non-parole period, that's just a wording. That's just, one of them fucking words that they fucking say in the courts. I don't know why they can't make it so fucking simple. 400 for a zipper. Oh yeah, I know, Jack Daniels. It's crazy. The pot should be fucking legalised here, not illegal. So, and I'm just explaining to Sean from Federal Prison Talk what a non-parole period is. And what a non-parole period is, you see, that's what it is, Sean. And when you get out of prison, like for example, say you get a sentence of like 5 years, okay? You get a fucking sentence of 5 years, and they say a non-parole period of say, 3 years, okay? So what you end up doing was, right, you end up doing 2 years. You'll do 2 years in prison, and then after you fucking done your 2 years in prison, right, you come up for parole. You come up for parole. You go, in front of a parole board. You go in front of a fucking parole board, and to decide whether, you're going to get granted parole or not. And then when you get, if you get granted parole and you get out of jail, you get out of prison on parole, you've got to report to probation and parole, whatever area you live in, within 24 hours, right, of your release from prison. I myself never did that. I never reported to him once. You know what I mean? Because there was no point, because I knew I was going back to prison. So what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? So what you got to do is, and then for those like remaining, right, for that remaining time, for the 3 years, right, you'll be on parole for 3 years. So, instead of you doing the full time in prison, you know what I mean, you'll do your 3 years out here on parole. So that's just the way they do it, bro. It's fucking stupid. And it's very hard to see, like, to get parole. I mean, the system's changed a lot since I've been in there, right, fam? Now, it's basically it's basically very similar to in America. And what I mean by that is, like, when you go up in front of the parole board, and they ask you questions, are you sorry for what you did? Are you rehabilitated, Is parole hard to do in Australia? Well, yeah, I mean, to answer your question, Sean, if you're still in the mix, you know what I mean, and still using drugs and all that sort of shit, it is hard, It is hard because you're going to reoffend, but it's not really hard to get parole, right? It's not really hard to get parole, because all you got to do is go in front of that parole board, just tell them what they want to hear, like I did. Like, I'll give an example of what I mean by that, and how I got out of fucking prison, it's because on parole, because I turned around and said to the parole board, when I got put before the parole board, I just said to them, I said, look, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for what I did, I realised what I did was wrong. I had no right to do that, you know what I mean? Yes, I deserve to, be sent to prison because it was wrong what I did. I'm a changed man, you know what I mean? I'm a changed man. I'm not going to do the things that I used to do when I was on the streets. Change your ways. Yeah, that's right, Sean. Exactly, and yeah, I don't understand. From 70 subs, I gotta put on some content. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you fucking went away from 70 subs. That's cool, bro. That's cool. You should go live doing time with Big Weavy. I just thought of something. Go live, right? Go live through YouTube like I'm doing now. And send me the link, bro. Send me the link in the chats and then I'll jump on your live. Going to tonight. Yeah, cool. I'll be there. I just got 20 subs. I just got 20 subs. Yeah, send Sean the link too. What do you mean, Jack Daniels? I just got 20 subs. Yeah, that's what I'm asking, doing time with Big Weavy. Bitch, yeah. What are you trying to say, Jack Daniels? And see, the other thing is, you just reminded me too, that fucking idiot from Canadian Jail War Stories. Oh, okay, yeah, well. That idiot from Canadian Jail War Stories was trying to say that I fucking got a lot of subs through fucking that idiot. And there's only one person that's came from his channel to my channel, and that's Jack Daniels, right? Jack Daniels is the only person that's come over and subscribed to my channel. And we get you to 200 subs. Oh, thank you, Sean. I'm at 127 subscribers now. I've got 127 subscribers now. So I'm trying to get to that, 300 mark to tick that off. But, yeah, that was fucking funny. He was trying to say that, I gained a lot of subs from that fucking idiot. No, I only gained one sub, and that was Jack Daniels, okay? And he was the only person that's, in my channel from that idiot's channel. And the person, right? There's two people. There's two main people that I've got to thank for all the subscribers that I've got. The main one is Harvey from Harvey Talks Prison. That man, I love that man. He's my fucking brother. He's got my back. I've got his back, right? And he's the one that gave me the heads up about what that cunt was saying to me. He texted me and told me, right? But Harvey, thanks to Harvey and, the Harvey Talks Prison family, they come over and subscribe to my channel, okay? That's where I got a lot of the subs from Harvey, okay? And the second person is Sean from Federal Prison Talk. He's the other one that helped me, to gain a lot of subs, I gained like 5 new subscribers thanks to Sean. You know what I mean? Those two main people I've got to thank for that. And now, the other person I've got to thank is Angie from Prison Talk with Angie, So they are the 3 main people that I've got to thank for my subscribers, getting up to, he was trying to say he helped me get from 80 and then, up to 100 and past it. No, you fucking gronk. It was Harvey and Sean and all the rest of them. Who's talking? I kept looking at what was he? Yeah, see what I mean? That's how much of a gronk he is. That's how much of a gronk he is. Big Steve. He couldn't even say the name of my YouTube channel right. Yeah. ATP family. That's right, Sean. We are a family here, brother. I love all you guys, And see, that's how much of a gronk he is. He couldn't even get the name of my YouTube channel right. The fucking gronk, And it makes me laugh. He thinks he can rap. He thinks he can rap. He's one of these fucking white guys. He's another one, a wannabe Eminem. Hey Janish, how are you, bro? Thanks for joining. I'm just talking about this idiot from Canadian Jail War Stories who done a live the other day, bro. He done a fucking live. You know what I mean? And I've only spoken to this guy 3 times in 2 weeks that I've fucking known the cunt. And he was on the live calling me PC, calling me a weirdo, saying all this fucking putrid shit. I done a live to address it. And that's what I'm talking about now. You know what I mean? He's a fucking gronk, man. He's a fucking gronk. He's a nobody. He's another wannabe. Another Eminem wannabe. You know what I mean? He's fucking all these gold teeth and fucking shit, thinking he can rap. He's another Eminem wannabe. It makes me fucking laugh. Matt Clark is a Canadian YouTuber. No, I'm not going to watch Jack Daniels. No offense, bro, but I'm not watching because Angie's in here. Where is she? I didn't see Angie. Where are you, Angie? I didn't see your comments, sweetheart. There you are. Hi, Angie. Thanks for joining, sweetheart. That's who I'm talking to, guys. Prison Talk with Angie. She's an amazing, amazing woman. She's an amazing woman. She's such a beautiful, sweet person. I love her so much, and she's like my sister. You know what I mean? Go and check her out. Everyone, go and check out, Prison Talk with Angie. She's a lovely woman, and Angie, that cocksucker, excuse my language, from Canadian Jail War Stories, he was on the live talking shit. He was talking shit, Angie, about me, calling me a PC and all this shit. He was talking shit about you, Angie. He was talking shit about you. And now he's talking shit about fucking Big Steve from Doing Time, Big Weavy. He's fucking talking shit about all them now. Adam, if we both go on a channel, desires and both can go to the stream yard. Yeah, okay. Are you going to go live now, Angie? Well, I'll end this live. I'll end this live now, and I'll come over to your channel, Angie, and I'll wait for you to send a link, and so I can join you on the live with Sean, and we can chop it up and talk there. APT fam, come over to Prison Talk with Angie, and join me and Sean from Federal Prison Talk on Angie's channel, and we can chop it up and talk. Okay? That's going to be awesome, so... why is he wasting his time talking about us? Oh, yeah, I know, sweetheart. I know. He's a fucking idiot. When you're done. Yeah, I'm just about finished now. I've been on here for 50 minutes. So, you know. It's in there now? Okay, sweetheart. Thank you, darling. I'm going to go there now. Okay, APT fam, thank you all for joining. Please come over to Prison Talk with Angie, and please come over there and check her out and join us over there. You were in a boneyard. Yeah, I know, Jay Nish. He said I was in a boneyard, you know, and see, well, now, what happened, right? See, you were there too. I'll check it out. Okay, cool. Now, Jay Nish, what happened? He tried to interview me, right? He wanted to interview me, and 2 times he fucked me up, and he couldn't send a link. He couldn't work out how to send a link, right? And he fucked it up, wasted my time, and wasted Angie's time, a lot of other people. And then he does a live, Jay Nish. He does a live, right? Fucking talking shit and saying a bunch of lies about me, calling me a PC weirdo, and calling me all these disrespectful names, right? And Jay Nish, you ask everyone in the APT family, they'll fucking tell you who I am, brother, and who I'm not, right? Now, he's trying to blame me, and he's trying to blame us for his fuck up. It wasn't my fuck up, it wasn't my fault. You know what I mean? And I done a live addressing that fucking piece of shit cunt. You know what I mean? He can go and fuck himself. You know what I mean? Called me a fucking PC. He doesn't know me, Jay Nish. I've only spoken to the idiot 3 times in the 2 weeks that I came across the moron. He's a gronk. He's a gronk, and I'm not worried about him, brother. I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about fucking gronks. You know what I mean? Because I know who I am and who I'm not, and where I've been and where I haven't been. And the APT family know who I am and who I'm not. You know what I mean? So, if people want to believe what that fucking idiot says, you know what I mean, without fucking knowing the full side of the story, well, do them. But anyway, I don't want to keep on talking on here because it's pissing me off. Alright, APT fam, I'm going to end this live now. Thank you all for joining. Angie, I'm going to come over to your channel now. Much love and respect. See you all soon, APT fam.